Word on the street, I'm a suspect. Hanging with the killers in the projects. They don't want a barrel, keep quiet. Catch a nigga slipping from behind. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson. Put a nigga out like an outbreak. Chopper start, so make the house shake. Nigga sweeter than a pound case. Eyes on your chin, better watch what your mouth say. With the footballs, got a nigga tripping. Fuck it, nigga keep sipping. AK, the beam on it. Clip sold on like a lean on it. My nigga like behind ball. Move 100 pounds for a lawyer, beat the charge. Jack down, and it play muscle. If a nigga try to rob, fucking hit him with them. Word on the street, I'm a suspect. Hanging with the killers in the projects. They don't want a barrel, keep quiet. Catch a nigga slipping from behind. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson. 100 bands on your head, get the job done. Throw it up, nigga, where you from? Whole hood hot, cause your nigga hitting licks. Ain't made a meal yet, but he still nigga rich. Stick on my, stick on my, stick on. How you want it, nigga? Full of the city. Looking for the cane, searching for the bag. Young nigga wildin', throwing up flag. Shooters on the roof with a scope. Money make gon' treat you like the Pope. Keep me in the post.
I just love that sound. It's just like, get your ass in here. Hello. I just love that sound so much. And I love every single live. I get a comment. Can you just take down that alarm? It's so loud. It's supposed to be loud because y'all act like y'all don't see no post. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. If you are just getting here from the premiere of Sparkle, the OG Sparkle, please let me know if you saw that and how you felt about that video. I'm also going to read some of these comments before I break out my guests. I'm so excited. I am so freaking excited. But thank you guys so much for being here. As you enter, please hit that like button. We want to get as many people in here as possible. What's going on in the chat? Let's see both my faves. Can't wait. I love this. I've been seeing this comment a whole lot ever since I made the post, and I never know which one of you guys are watching whoever, so it always amazes me that a lot of you, oh, I just love both of y'all. Like, yeah, thank you. Support your Black people. Thank you so much. Let's see. Hello again. Hey. Thank you so much for being here. I know you was representing in the live. I'm just looking at that picture. Is that supposed to be Slipknot in the picture? If it is, I love you. Let's move on before I get all extra. Hey, Val. Hello, Val. Hello. Let's see. Hey, Miss Tyra. Thank you for being here. Let's see. I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10, but Sparkle's mermaid dress at the end of the movie was a 10 out of 10. Dang. You gave the OG a 6.5? That's all. Oh, I mean, it's all right. Let's see. I heard there was a party, right? I heard it was a party. Yes, I did. It is Equalizer. Thank you so much for being here. See, hey, sis, Sweet November is in the house. Another one who was like, not my cousin. My cousin coming? I gotta be here. Let's see. Hello, Monique 69 Ways Johnson. I'm gonna need you to get that tatted because I just like the way it rolls off. 69 Ways Johnson. We need to talk because I want to know what that stands for in the middle. Let's see. It's a call to action. Absolutely. It's, just get in here. It just, I feel like it wakes y'all up. Let's see. It was in the middle of the premiere, but had to run over here after I got my notification. Thank you so much for that, Val. I appreciate it. And let's see. That is correct. See, I knew it was family. But now that we got all of that good stuff out of the way, I am about to bring out my guests. I can't even say when, I think we first met on somebody else's channel, but I have no idea when she found me, when she first saw me, because I thought she was on this platform before me, but she low-key just got here and she been showing out in these YouTube streets, and I'm so proud of her. Everybody, welcome to the stage, show your love. To watch with me, LB. Hello, L.
Hello. Hi, everybody. I heard that you was on that rooftop messing. Nah. I want you to get it together because I heard you was messing. Okay.
Don't be messing. Ain't nothing wrong with me messing on the rooftop. It was private.
You was messing on that roof.
How are you doing, L?
Girl, I am hot. Okay. I am hot.
Me too. You know we across the street from each other. It's hot as hell. I was out there waiting on the cheese school bus on my son and I almost melted.
That's what I'm saying. Like all I was trying to do was be a mother to my children and almost died. The environment almost got me.
I swear I was almost about to be a bad mother. Like, you know what is it?
Exactly.
Is it that bad for a 5-year-old to walk home? I mean, he know what house that is.
I feel like it builds character. You know what I'm saying?
I am like really, really happy that you are here, Elle. Like, I'm sweating too, which is why I had to push it back 10 minutes. I did not expect to be sitting outside in the sun for 10 minutes. I low key need a nap, but dear God, we're here. I'm here, dear God.
We made it. We did it.
I am so happy that you picked this movie. Like, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions about yourself because I don't want to assume that everybody knows our internet cousin. Like, we know her as a cousin, you know, some of us that are here, but a lot of us may be new to Elle. So, Elle, if you could just tell me about your channel and why you started your channel in the first place.
So, my chanter. Okay, so I started my channel just because I watched things that people didn't watch and I wanted to talk about them with people. And I go to my best friend, girl, I ain't watched that. It's got zombies in it. I don't like zombies. And I'm like, all right. I didn't watch that. I ain't go see the Marvel movie this weekend. Don't tell me about it. I'm going to see it in 3 weeks. And I'm like, listen, I can't wait 3 weeks to talk about a Marvel movie. I need an outlet. So I got on YouTube and I just threw it up there. And it was so much fun. And the ball just kept rolling. I want to be like you when I grew up because you have rhyme and reason to what you do. I just be out here saying stuff, child.
She always doing it. She always.
No, I promise I don't. Like I know you work so hard on your channel. And not that I don't work hard on mine, but yours is just so well put together. You know who the cinematographer is, and you know who the wardrobe stylist is, girl. And I'll be like, you know that man that did that thing that time on that show that on the left side of the thing. And I just say stuff, but it's so much fun to do.
That's you. Your channel is you just saying stuff like, you know how many comments I get like, why do you have to tell us that? We don't want to know about the director. We don't want to know who did what, when, where. Just talk about the movie. You taking too long. Like, people like come to you for different things. Like, I have seen your personality blossom so much. I was like, Elle is funny as shit. Elle is so funny, and she been over there sitting on her comedy. I am just so proud. I feel like this year you have like stepped out in the best way. You just talking off the fly. It's very entertaining. Like I don't know what you want to pull from me to say like, oh, this is what I'm trying to do with my channel, but I feel like you just talking that's what it is. I wish I had the ability to just talk and not feel like I got the whole, shebang or whatever you want to call it, because I didn't feel like me talking was enough. I was like, I don't feel like I'm that entertaining when I'm just talking. I gotta, give these people something to look at. I don't have a partner in crime over here, bouncing ideas off of and whatnot. And, I'm just getting around and having guests and stuff on. But I was like, let me try to pull from everything to make sure I can hold somebody's attention. But you can do that just being Elle, and I love it.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here. And I found you because when I first started making videos, of course, it's dominated by men, right? This niche movie, TV show, recap, review is dominated, right, by men. And I was like, where the ladies at? And then I was like, okay, I'm finding some ladies, but where the sisters at? Okay. And of course, I got Sharonda. Sharonda is the one. That's the preeminent, my girl. Yeah. But I was like, who else is out here? And then, girl, you came around that corner. You was like, hey, girl, it's me. And I was like, yeah. And then you were cool on top of that. And I was like, hell yeah, I got one. So it worked out so well for me. I'm so glad I met you, girl.
Right. It was the same thing for me. I was like, I love my mans is here. They're the first people to actually, reach out and give me a hug in the YouTube streets, because Charlotte was lonely. It was cut and dry out here for a minute. I thought I wasn't gonna make it. But I was like, where are the women? Where they at? Like, where? And I was just like, oh, they're here. We're just suppressed and not growing. Okay. Yeah. Like, okay, well, let me try to get into some groove where I was like, I just need to grow. Just let me try to figure out how I can grow this little channel.
You're growing. You understand? You are growing like a chia pet fast. Like, you growing.
You.
You know what? But the way that I'm growing is exactly the way that I would like to. Like, I have a tattoo. You can't really see it. It says petit à petit, which means little by little in French. And I used to want things to happen really quick. like to blow up, go viral, like one video, I get 100,000 subscribers. And that's never the way my life has gone. I always wanted it, but it doesn't work like that for me. And it's working the way it's supposed to for me. I love the way that I'm growing because I'm able to keep up with it. Because baby, once you get them subscribers, my good cousins be on it. They be like, listen, girl, where's this video? Listen, a video of 2 days ago. Where are you at? And I'm like, wait a second. Hold on. See, so I'm growing just the way that I am, it's working out well for me. And I'm, the opportunities like this is really good for me too, to get out of my little cubby hole.
What is the hardest thing so far about YouTube?
Being consistent.
Oh, that's everybody's answer.
Being consistent, girl. Because it's really easy to watch something and be like, I ain't like that. Or I like that, and just move on with your life. Just be a regular person and just move on with your life, and don't sit down in your studio and you know what I mean, and have to do this, because it's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that of course people don't see that goes into having a thriving channel. And
you got a life, you got kids, struggles, you got kids, yeah. Girl, you gotta have a job. We don't need you to have a job outside of YouTube.
I have a dog that sleep on my feet. That she is just very demanding of me. It's too hot outside, and I'm tired.
But the dog is a part of your content, also.
No, but for real though, she boss hogged her way onto my channel, and I was like, girl, it's first of all, she come with a coat on, and it's too hot for her to be all on me like that. She wears a coat all her life. She very fuzzy and it's like a shag coat, and she just want to be on me all the time. And I'm like, girl, take it easy. But just being consistent and sticking with it.
You've been a lot more consistent. Like I was like, okay, let me look at Elle posting every week.
Okay.
Elle posting every week. I think it's because you when you find that thing, like your groove, then it's easier to post. But like I'm still like, I have my niche, what I feel like is my niche, and then I still try to throw in other stuff. So it's really, really hard to be consistent because sometimes you just be tired. You just be so tired. But
the folks that really support us show us so much love. You know what I mean? And it's like you wanna connect with them. You know what I mean? Like we found this really awesome group of people, and I look forward to connecting with them. So I really don't want to not be consistent and not have the opportunity to connect with them. So they be keeping me honest.
But just know, even if you don't feel consistent, just know there's always another YouTuber that posts even less than you do. That's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me going. I'm like, you know what? I'm actually feeding the streets. I feel like I'm posting my ass off low key.
Really are that for real. They have one girl, I forgot her name. Oh, T Noir. She posts like every 2 months or something like that. Like, all right, girl.
When you get to that level, that's my goal. I'm like, I don't care how much the platform grows. I still want to be consistent. Some they be trying to, you like, all right, red tops, blue tops. I'm posting one video a month. Get your little fix and go on your way. Like, no, I need to engage with my people. More than just once a month. But what I loved about, I don't know what I think you were talking about between the Idol and the Sex in the City. You've been showing out.
I'm still not over the Idol. I'm never gonna get over it. But I will say this though. My Tedros Halloween costume is coming together quite nicely. It is coming together nicely. I'm gonna
that ponytail.
Oh no, that was the first part. That was the first thing I got right out the gate, because they had a sale on a wig, girl. And I got me a wig and I braided it down, honey. I put some gel in it, the brown gel, so it could be smooth and dry. Oh, it's gonna be so good.
I cannot wait to see that. I want you to show up and appear out of nowhere like a damn vampire.
I'm literally gonna just pop up, and I'm not gonna say nothing, and y'all just gonna see Tedros sitting in my chair in my studio. It's gonna be good to me.
Oh, man. What have you learned about yourself so far? Something new.
That people are interested in what I have to say. I never have ever thought. I've always talked like this, always, all my life, right? That's what I do for a living. I'm a social worker. I talk for a living, right? But outside of that, I never really thought that anybody would be interested in my opinion on things or what I had to say about things. And people are interested in that, and that is crazy to me. And that me being myself is what people are drawn to.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times I try to not necessarily hide that or minimize it, but
Yeah.
just tone it down a little bit.
Me
I guess
too.
minimize it
Me
a
too.
little bit, and that doesn't work for me.
It
And
does.
it's really hard to not be myself.
Yeah.
I don't have time for that, girl. I got enough stuff going on. Y'all about to get this raw sauce, baby. I don't have time to do nothing else. Okay, so y'all about to get this raw L, and y'all gonna have to like it. And people seem to like it, which has been really affirming for me. And it's helped my self esteem a lot. Not that my self esteem was low, but it's helped to bring it up a tad. Which y'all might be in trouble, not y'all. Okay,
Absolutely. I get that because I kind of started the same way. I was like, I don't think they want all my extraness. I don't think that's, digestible for the everyday average person.
right,
It's one thing to be Tyra, with my friends and my family. It's another
right,
thing with a group full of strangers. Like this
right.
is a bit too much. So let me try to dilute that because every person you see, successful is they give you that monotone news anchor type of action. I was like, let me try to do that.
Yeah,
And I was like, this is not working. And I was doing so much to suppress because I thought like, oh, they're gonna click off. And I get that a lot. I get, oh my God, Tara, you are extra as hell. Why you gotta be so extra in these videos? Because
mind your business.
that's
Okay,
that's my personality. I'm an extra person,
me too.
and the people who love it, love it. And the people who don't, they'll go the door. But lastly, I would love to know what your favorite video is that you've made so far. What's your favorite one?
You know what? My favorite. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. Not a lot of people watched it, but I had so much fun covering a show on HBO called The Baby. It was so much fun for
I
me. It was
remember
about
that.
a baby, like a supernatural baby, and it
Yes.
wanted a mama so bad that it would like if the mama wasn't right, it would kill it
Yeah,
supernaturally.
I
That
remember
shit
that
was
one.
so fun for me because the baby was so I don't know. It just was really fun. I don't know. And it was really interesting for me to try to remember because if I don't like something, I'm gonna roast the hell out of it. Okay. I'm not gonna hold back. And I had to remember that was an actual baby in the world. I was roasting that baby down. That was somebody's child that was playing the character. I was tearing that baby up, girl. But it was so fun for me to do. And it just I don't know. For some reason, I'm finding that I'm doing a lot of HBO or Max,
Yeah,
whatever,
that's your
content
niche.
now, but they starting to piss me off because it ain't curling over like it used to. Because I don't know if they're gonna give me stuff that's the same kind of caliber of content as the Idol, they gonna have some on their hands, baby, because that was a high ghetto mess.
I love that though. I love that you are in that sector to talk about a little bit of everything because I didn't talk about Sex and the City because I've never watched an episode of Sex and the City in my life. So I didn't have a starting point, but I always feel like, if I dip into my Sex and the City bag, are people going to engage with me? Because, from the comments, it's a black channel, everything black. I'm blackity black because I'm back. This is a black channel. So a lot of times when I post different things, it's like, oh, I didn't know you had the capacity to talk about. I didn't know you did this type of move. I'm like,
Girl,
what?
not one size fits all, girl. No, ma'am.
So I like
You
the
know what?
fact
That would
that
be good. People, I ain't gonna lie though, people eat that up because
Mhm.
people like that fandom is damn near as rabid as any of the other, like, Marvel, Star Wars. Like that fandom is rabid. Like they be on it. So if you went and watched the first episode, because I never watched Sex in the City until the series finale. That was the very first time I watched the episode. And I was like, who these people? Like, what is going on? And then, of course, I had to go back and watch it. So when the new stuff came out on HBO, I was like, oh, this is going to be fun, girl.
It wasn't.
It was
Absolutely wasn't.
It caused me so much stress. So you
Yeah,
might want to, I mean, it would be fun, but I wouldn't recommend it, child, because that's a lot of work to do, child.
Yeah, that's the Idol. It'll be fun, but I wouldn't recommend it to nobody. It's fun to talk about. Let's see. Hey, LB. Thank you so much for that, Monique. Let's see. Hello, ladies. It's terribly hot here. She not lying. Absolutely. It's actually, it's like
ridiculous.
death.
Get right with the Lord.
Let's see, Tyra, you was gonna let nephew walk home. I wasn't. I thought about it for like 2 seconds, and then I threw it away because
that's what the heat'll do. It'll make you change your thought process.
Let's see. You really be breaking it down, Tyra. On point. Thank
For
you.
real.
Thank you so much, Belle. Let's see. Tyra reminds me of Cody Lynch with the research. Yeah, I hear that Cody Lynch comment a whole lot, but it just kills me that I feel like I have to do so much more than a Cody Lynch to be seen. Cody Lynch is this color. Let's see. I like the details. Thank y'all, because some people are like, oh, could you just get to the point? I'm Unsolicited favorite. I'm unsubscribed. You would never subscribe. Shut up. Let's see. Being yourself is the best reward. Absolutely.
Yeah.
See, I've been watching this movie for 40 years. You've been watching this movie for 40 years. Oh gosh, and it still holds like every single time. Let's see, I'm digging the accent. It's that accent, y'all. That's how she rope you in.
Thanks, Val.
You be her cousin for life.
I be trying to hide it, but I can't do. I'm not good at it.
She came through sounding like she was gonna fix you the best New Orleans meal. It better not be for sure, El. You better be able to throw down. It better match the accent. It better be all kind of good, hot and spicy Cajun goodness, and it better be almost there. What the hell, Princess and the Frog in your kitchen? This is
kind of girl.
Putting yourself in the YouTube algorithm. Monique, don't come in this live putting algorithm nowhere.
Algorithm got beef, man.
Hard, like beef hard. Low main Chinese. You know, you gotta chew it. Like, damn, should I even eat this beef? It's terrible. My two favorite reviewers. Hello, Chrissy Wayward. Thank you so much. Thank you. CLB. Let's see. Hope you ladies can keep up the great work. Yeah, we do what we can. We do absolutely what we can. Let's see. Not over the idol either. Yeah, I'm actually kind of. I'm like, that's it. I was enjoying myself way too much talking crap about the show. Let's see. Idol Tetros. I'm dead. Yeah, we gonna be all. You better post that costume everywhere.
And I am.
Let's see. Hello, King Nikki TV. Hey, girl. Let's see. Elle Halloween costume about to be iconic for real. It's going to be a moment. Elle going to play Tetros better than ever. I mean, that ain't really hard. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Her always get into character, right? This has taught me. I'm like, you know what? I could be a comedian. I could act. I could probably read a script, and I didn't even know that. Thank you so much for the $20. That sweet November 79. Hey, cousin Elle. Love the collab. Y'all personalities mesh so well. We see more. Let's see. Elle, your House of Dragon reviews and Queen Charlotte snippet kept me cackling up. She was cracking.
Yeah. I don't know what they're gonna do with well. Yeah, I'm about to say with the writer's strike, we're not gonna get Queen Charlotte until 2029, child. It's gonna be so long.
Oh man. Last thing, I would love to know what is the first line of dialogue that comes to mind when you see the poster for Sparkle. What was the first line that pops into your head?
Crawl for me.
Oh God.
Mad. And I know most of the people think, Sister Can't Fly with One Wing. I know that's the one that people go for. But Crawl for Me, as a child, that took me over the edge, babe. I just could not believe that he would ask that girl that after in the afterglow time. Like, that's what you think about with your trash self?
Not just with my line, Elle. I swear that was my line. Every single person came out. As soon as I posted, y'all, we talking about Sparkle. Sister Can't Fly. It was one winging it up, all of that pad. I was like, my mind goes straight to Crawl. Like, oh God.
And you know what the killing part is for me, though? When I first watched it with my mama, my auntie, it was a bunch of women in the room. And we had just finished watching What Love Got to Do with It. Okay?
Y'all trying to be outside about that life?
Okay. So we watched it, and it was my first time, and I remember thinking, Satin looks so good. He's so, like, before I knew who he was. He's so chocolatey. You know what I'm saying? He had a nice cream suit on, looking nice with some gloves on in a cockfight. I'm like, who is this fool? But then I realized who he was, and just pissed me off. So I ain't never gonna forget that.
Favorite song in the movie?
Of course. Well, mine is What Can I Do? Boom,
bam, bam.
Feel it, because the moves were so. I just enjoyed the moves.
Lynette was swaying the shit out of that red dress. Mine is most definitely Jump. That's my favorite song. That's my favorite song from the movie.
Yeah. And they got some bops now. Curtis was in the bag. I don't know if I know Curtis did. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Curtis Mayfield.
Yeah, he was in the bag.
gonna absolutely show out. Did you know that this movie flopped like really badly when it came out?
I heard that it flopped. Well, not heard, but I read that it flopped. And I don't know why. Was it because it wasn't black exploitative enough? Like, was it didn't have
Absolutely.
in it or nothing? No.
That was the main thing, which is
Yeah.
crazy with the blaxploitation era. It was like in a world of, Coffee, Foxy Browns, Get Christy Loves. Y'all come here with these protagonists and antagonists of people beating on women, and then, the sister dies at the end. Like, they felt like this was just such a step back for women in the era of film. And I was like, during the blaxploitation era, when, Pam would just step out like, oh, did my titties just fall out on the screen? Oh, like, oh.
Now, I will say, if my titties look like Pam Grier titties, I'm showing my titties to everybody all the time. I ain't even gonna hold it. I'm like going even front. I'm gonna just be like, hey y'all, and just like pop them out and then put them up. That's how I'm gonna greet people.
No, but just with all of the misogyny of, the good, we love it. It's the 70s. That's what we know the era for. Like, this was the movie that y'all were like, oh, you know what? No, they were like, all the black men here were, there were no good black men here in the film. I was like, when was there a good black man? All the pimps and hoes?
Okay, not Dolomite. Is that your standard? Is Dolomite? What?
Oh man, but this movie like really, really flopped really hard. And I don't know why, just getting into this, I never connected this to Dreamgirls or the Supremes, but they're saying that this is heavily based on the Supremes. I was like, weird. Every time y'all put three sisters or three females on the stool
together, is that it?
That's as soon as they say that, that's the Supremes.
Okay.
It's based on the Supremes. I was like, I absolutely did not get that, but I feel like this is a standout in the blaxploitation era. It's different. I put this up there with, Cooley High and Claudine and all those other ones that was offering something different during the time, because, we didn't want to slap the hoes every single movie and sell the drugs.
Can we take a break from slapping the hoes?
We want to sell smack to the kids every single movie. Like, damn. But how do you feel about the Sparkle remake?
So yeah, girl. I wasn't mad at the Sparkle remake. It's when there are, first of all, around this time, for me, I was getting a little tired of the remakes, I believe, or maybe this was just the start of the remakes. I don't know.
This is 2012. This is like the
start. This was the start of it, and I was thinking like, okay, I'm gonna give it a whirl because I got to give it a whirl. You know what I mean? It's Sparkle and Whitney was in it. I was very much rooting for her comeback, and she was singing, and the movie was not bad. It was a good movie. I wasn't mad at it. I did appreciate a little bit the way. Well, I'll take the back. I'm gonna rewind that. But I thought for me, I really like seeing the trajectory of their like careers in the first Sparkle in the original. It was coming up. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have access to, those fire dresses and the, you know what I mean? Like, it was just very
real wealthy here.
Ooh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that, because there is a piece of the culture that is tired of seeing us always struggle and us always being the maid's children, and the mama can't be there for us because she got to be there for the white lady children and that whole thing. But I do miss a bit of that grittiness that came with the first Sparkle, that gave it that little seasoning. You know what I'm saying? That
Sparkle Light.
It was Sparkle Light. That was so good, Tara. Yes, girl. That was Sparkle Light. It was Sparkle Light. It was like Crystal Light instead of regular lemonade, like homemade lemonade, like that.
The main thing that made this Sparkle Light for me was our Satin Struthers and our sister character here. That's what made it Sparkle. First of all, them songs was like, because I was like, why is she whispering into the microphone? I don't like that.
She was trying to seduce me, girl. She was trying to take me home. I was like, girl, I don't want to go with you. Girl, get out of here.
Hey, why we being all sexy? Why, Carmen? Why you whispering on the microphone? Girl. I just, I need you to give me some of that bam bam that we got in the OG. But I remember being so excited. I was like, Mike Epps is gonna be us, because I had seen Sparkle Down, so I was like, Mike gonna be Satin Struthers? Where? It takes a certain energy to be Satin Struthers, but not that he didn't do it. I felt like he did for Mike Epps. He did a good job, but Mike Epps is funny. Like he don't even have to try to be funny, which is why I felt like it was kind of a cop out here to go along with his character, because I think he's a stand-up comedian in the remake. So it's like, we're gonna lend to that, to his comedic chops. But I was like, Satin was a motherfucker. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't like, of course we an abuser is an abuser, but there is just something about the Satin in the original movie that just, oh my god, I just hated him so much. But then we have stuff like Satin, going after Sister with the belt, I was laughing. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be laughing.
And part of it for me was, Day, quit playing with me. I could fight you. Like, you're not about to, like, with OG Satin. I'm staying away from OG Satin. With new, Mike Epps Satin, I'm like, sir, me and my cousin's about to get you. It's not about to be a problem. Like, we're not about to have no issues, Day. I'm about to beat you up, and you about to go get out my face.
But, get off my back, Miss Sparkle. Get off my. I gotta live here.
I gotta live here. Exactly.
That's what it sounds like. You got beef with them. I gotta live here. You don't
see him, and
where you going home?
Exactly. It wasn't, and I think maybe if they would have given him a career that wasn't a comedian, then I might have bought it a little bit more. Not really, but maybe a little bit. But I like, again, that's a part of that grittiness that was missing. You know what I mean? Satin was at a cockfight the first time we saw him in the
smoking that cigar.
Exactly.
And
like,
then,
you know what I mean?
That desperation, like I did like Whitney's character here. They gave they didn't give Mary Alice a whole lot of play in the first film. We got to know, her background and the whole thing with the daughters, and Whitney did a great job here. She came through and reminded us, like, y'all know I can act, right?
Okay.
Savannah, he's a good man, Savannah. I can still act. I can still, come act. I can still sing these songs. And I remember this movie being pushed with the release because she had passed away beforehand. But how did you feel about Jordan Sparks as Sparkle? Because it just never, I don't know, it was something she was trying to, give that innocence that we got like naturally from Irene Cara's character, versus with Jordan Sparks. It felt forced.
It did. It felt forced, and for the remake, Whitney's energy she was very much giving me old school mama, Bible beat, like, you know what I'm saying? Don't play with me. We got to get up and go to Bible study on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, church on Sunday, after school party, all that. And then Jordan was giving me a little bit different. Like you said, it wasn't the same kind of, you could tell Jordan wasn't, she was a woman. Yeah, she was a woman, right? And Irene Cara, when she was Sparkle, was a child.
Yeah, and she was actually, I think she was 16, 17. She was
an actual child. And so she would have been experiencing, some of those first things on the roof messing,
Jordan. Even with the messing, like Sticks, that hunger. Derek Luke is a great actor, but that hunger, like that desperation for Sticks to feel like he needed to make it wasn't there for Sticks. I did like what they did with Levi's character. I like what they did with Dolores' character, Tika Stumper. She got a whole lot more shine, a whole lot more plot there. But when you get into something like Sister in the whole thing, I'm just trying to get myself out of here and get me more than, a colored TV. That may work in the OG, but when we hear, I'm like, girl, you trying to get up out of this house? This nice? this
nice, girl. You got crown molding. You better get it, girl. Where you trying to go? You tripping.
Oh man, but I don't think it deserves all of because when I post, it's like, yeah, remakes trash. I was like, the remake, it wasn't that bad, y'all. It wasn't bad. It's just, it's
a bad movie. If we hadn't had the classic, heart-wrenching original, and this was the original, we probably would have ate this up.
Absolutely.
But because we had that original, baby, and Sister really couldn't fly with that one wing, child, and we just was invested in that. Like, you was going to have to really come with it. I'm really concerned, not to get off the subject, with The Color Purple that's coming up around Christmas time. I got a little tightness in my sternum area because I don't know.
Good. It better be good.
It better be. Don't be going messing around with stuff y'all could have left alone. Nah.
It better be good. I think that they're gonna lean more into. I haven't seen the musical, the Broadway rendition of Color Purple. So until I see that, I don't want to give too much. But when they said The Color, I was like, Silly color. Y'all gonna mess with that? All right, come outside trying to be cute. Y'all gonna get ripped up.
Yeah. But now I have seen the musical and I did read the book. So if they give me
A
closer
mixture.
to the book, like
Yeah.
between the book and the musical, I'm gonna be okay. I just want them to give me Celie and Suge the way they would,
Child.
the way that they work now.
It was real clean in that
It was real G-rated in the movie now, and I know that was the 80s, and you couldn't do too much. But it's the Wild Wild West out here right now. Y'all could do anything, so y'all better give it to me the way that Alice wrote it now.
How did you feel about Sparkle?
The OG Sparkle or the new G?
No, just the OG Sparkle, like the character of Sparkle. How did you feel about her as a character?
I love Sparkle. She had the perfect little name. She was all doe-eyed and so sweet. And she just loved her sister, baby. Sister couldn't do no wrong in her. Oh, sister was just so good. She was so fine. Oh, she was just so
like, you did good too, baby. But not as good as Sparkle.
Not as good as sister. Sister was so good. She just was so sweet. And she really, I could just tell she ain't ever went nowhere like talking about it. You know what I mean? Like Irene Cara. You know what I mean? Like I could tell Irene Cara as a person was just kind of like doing her little thing. She was probably in like a little musical, a little play or something. She just was so sweet and innocent. And that really lent to her character. You know, when we first see her, Dolores got a little bold.
I thought Irene was black for so long.
She not black?
No! She is Cuban and I believe another some type of, Latin-esque descent, but she is not black. I was like,
that baby is Afro-Latina then.
Yeah, more, going to that space. But I just thought, like, I thought she was mixed, and like more
I
on
thought she was all the way black, girl. You know, Wallace was like Irene Cara, girl, and they were fully black. So I
had felt betrayed, like a little bit.
You told me. I ain't know, girl.
I didn't, because I was looking, because once you get into just the characters, I didn't know that she was 17. Lynette McKee, this is her first movie. She was 21. Right. And the oldest was actually the actress who portrayed Dolores. She was 30 plus years old. But I was like, I was like, what? Oh, I thought she was a sister. I still love her though.
It's not Kara, it's Kata. That's right. It must be Irene Kata and not Kara.
We black. Irene Kara.
We blacking it up. I got it. Okay.
This go around, this was the first time I noticed how much Styx was using her. I was like, how I missed that? How did I miss the strong agenda of, because it was kind of borderline. Would you be entertaining Sparkle if she couldn't sing and if her sister couldn't sing? I wasn't too sure, because Styx was just as ambitious as the next person, and most of their story, we were on messing on the rooftop and whatnot, but we were still trying to get to the bag and everything. But how did you feel about their relationship?
So watching it the first like such and such, when you watch it at a certain age, you don't see it. Right. But when life come hit you in your face and you get to experience in different things, you get to see things from a different perspective. Right. And so,
absolutely,
the older I did get, the more I did see that Styx was out here looking, baby. He was like, I'm about to get up out these projects, baby. And if I could use you to do it, I love you. Yeah. You my baby. Nah, I love you for real, real bad. But I got some stuff I got to do. And he sure left Sparkle ass behind. So
in the rain, like OJ Juice, Juice Man Johnson, like, what? Give me that jacket, give me that coat. Yeah, I saw you, girl, walking. You left me in the rain, nigga. Like
in the rain.
You left me in the rain.
But I also wasn't mad at that though, because Styx knew what he wanted. Styx didn't know what he wanted, and I don't think he made it. Well, I would say this. I don't think he would have paid as much attention to Sparkle if she couldn't sing. I do think that he would have, loved her if she couldn't, but she would have been at home waiting on his phone call rather than being at the club with him if she could.
Do you find any problematic tendencies in the fact that Sparkle, the real Sparkle, of course, she was 16 years old, and Philip Michael Thomas was like 27?
Oh my God, I didn't even think about that. Oh Lord Jesus. Oh,
He's
girl.
like 26, 27. I think he had a good decade and some change on, Sparkle. He was still a
People are
teenager.
so gross. Lord. You know what? God damn it, Tyra. You know what?
What we talking?
I know, but don't be doing things for me.
I'm not.
I didn't put the math didn't math to me until you told me to math it up. And I done did the math and it added up to me it being a fucked up situation. Damn it. But I do now see that it's problematic. And off the subject, but kind of on the subject, I looked at his picture the other day for something.
Mm-hmm.
He holding on.
He looks good. Philip Michael Thomas always look good.
He's holding on. He got a white beard with his skin color complexion, with his eyes. He look like he just gonna, I don't know. He look like I don't know, but he look good though. That's what I do.
Yeah, he's always been really handsome.
Yeah.
I can't find my girl's comment, but she has been in the comments down saying that he looks just like Russell Wilson. Yeah.
Yeah,
yes.
I don't know about that one.
She's like, this is Russell Wilson, Tyra. I was like, okay. But it's it's the product of its time. We could do things back then in the 70s that would be like, oh, y'all finna put these two characters together. Just like the fact it trips me out every time somebody requests a movie from the 70s and I go to something like this and it's like Sparkle, rated PG. I was like, what? This was rated PG?
Right.
But this was the first time that I dug into Sparkle. I was getting so mad. I had to keep reminding myself that Sparkle was the younger sister, but even be that as it may, I was getting so mad at the fact that she had so much admiration for sister and, her not being able to follow one wing, that we would pacify her and supply her with money and drugs. I was like, no, that's what we're not going to do, sister.
Yeah. And that's when I wanted, as an older woman watching the movie, I wanted Dolores to slap some sense into Sparkle more than, you know what I mean? Because Dolores knew what time it was from the jump.
All day. I have so much respect for Dolores watching this recently. Mahalia Jackson, an imitation of like, Mama, I'm sorry. Don't start, y'all. Don't start in these comments.
I need the record to reflect because it has been reflected on my channel, so I'm gonna reflect it on yours. That is the first person I have ever wanted to physically do harm to in a motion picture.
The dog,
animated or real, anytime in life. If I I just it's a real like feeling I have of like wanting to like bop her in her nose, and I'm not a violent person.
See me, Mama. Don't even act like you don't know me. Just walk by. Don't even acknowledge me. Like, who's this woman? That's my maid. Like, oh, girl, just let me hold you one time. Like, oh, somebody pay for Imitation of Life so I can go in.
Ooh, don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh, they made me so mad. Oh, they made me so mad.
Oh, that makes me so mad.
Oh Lord, we need to get all up into that, soon as homemaker.
I need to talk that through with my therapist. I really be getting mad with that girl for real. Like, that's a real person.
But do you feel like Sparkle, came full circle in the end? I don't know why. Always at the end of the movie, like once we transition into whatever you want to do, I want to do it with you, baby. The movie slowly, like, kind of starts to drag a little bit for me. I get my life the most with Lynette McKee as sister.
Yeah. She was the sauce, you know what I'm saying? Sister had the sauce, you know what I mean? And it was nice to see Sparkle with Sticks, and they was doing their thing. I still don't know how Sticks got out that car and got back over there that fast with the thing. I was like, what did he do? Like, what did he have to do to get up out of that situation? Because I was thinking Sticks was gonna throw his ass in the river.
We had to keep it it was PG, remember?
We had to do it on a limited budget because they had a bunch of plot holes they couldn't pay to wrap up. So
because this is a whole mafioso organized crime, Jewish. I'm finna muscle my way in, so you just let him go, just let him out the car and say, all right, he's standing strong.
He wasn't sweating, he ain't had no bruises, his little hair was still curled and tapered up nice. I'm like, well, what happened?
Oh,
They didn't tell us nothing.
So which I can't say soundtrack because for whatever reason they did not release a soundtrack for this movie with
Weird.
Irene Cara's and Lynette McKee's version.
Irene.
Irene Cara. But which one do you prefer? Do you prefer Aretha's, originals, or do you prefer the sister singing the songs?
I need sister and her sisters. That's the one that I want. That's the one. Now that's no shade to the queen, okay? Because the queen sang them songs. Okay. I actually own this vinyl album. But Lynette and them, Lynette and them did that. Because it was like Aretha not gonna not go hard on her song.
Every song.
Every song.
It's an anthem.
Yeah. And then I feel like some of the songs needed to be a little softer than she delivered them. So it's always gonna be Lynette and them for me.
It works so much better because Aretha gone. Oh, girl, we was hooked on the love.
No disrespect, because I don't want Aretha to come pinch my toes tonight while I'm asleep, baby. That ain't no disrespect to Aretha. That's just my preference, okay?
Like we just say everything don't need the capacity of, we gonna go hard and give soul. We gonna go to church on every single song. Love her, but I just didn't feel like this was an album where we need to go to church. We need a little soft subtlety, and then that fresh, young energy that the girls give. Lynette's 21, Irene's 16. Like they're in the positions of real life where these characters that they are portraying are. And I believe, Aretha at the time was clearly, she was a woman at the time.
Yeah, she had like 4 children at that time.
So it was different. I just wanted to clear that up because some people were like, it's all. I was like, I just really wanted them to release Lynette McKee's versions of these songs, put them on Spotify, Apple, something, so I can run them back. Let's get into Sister.
Oh, girl. Oh no, you got the picture with sister in the laid out in the.
We have to be in the casket. That's what we ended up.
No.
We was getting kissed on. We did a little shimmy and 2-step, but then giving up was hard to do, girl. Then we was gone.
Like I might have to give up, babe. I'm gone. I'm gonna go my thoughts and see.
Going back to watch this recently, I really recognized how much sister wanted to be a white woman, honey. Sister wanted that. I want all that comes along with being all these white women, because she speaks of Marilyn Monroe. She is I love how they were acting like quit straightening your hair. That ain't natural. And we know that's Lynette's real silky. That's how it come out. But that whole thing of I have the fairest skin, I have the straightest hair, I'm desirable. Like I want what Marilyn and all them other women got. I want to be kept. I want to be, put on just based off of my looks. Like this scene up here at the top with with freaking Levi, when he pulls the back of her head, says, open your mouth.
I ain't like that.
You
I ain't like that, girl. That's how I knew. I was like, is he gonna be in this group the whole time? Because I don't want him to be in the group. If he is, he needs to do something else, girl. I was
it was so much force because now y'all know I get a little hot outside, so I was like, hey Levi, but in context of the whole scenario, I was like, this is not appropriate, Levi. Like the whole thing. First of all, hanging out the passenger side of your best friend's ride. This wasn't even your car. This wouldn't even your call. Like, you owe me this. Like, I got you this, this real diamond chip. Y'all don't be outside going to dinner and giving up cookies for nothing less than a diamond chip, okay? Sister said, get that. But it's like, he was so forceful with, like, give me this. Like, you owe me this. Look at the things I'm doing. Right. And I was like, this is so foreshadowing as to what Sister may be willing to, deal with the likes of the Satin Struthers.
Right. And see, the reason for me that, because I don't mind a little ring to think, you know what I'm saying? I don't mind a little pull my hair and do what you need to do. I don't mind that. All right, we grown, so do okay. But it was just the fact that it wasn't like a consensual thing. Like Sister was like, and like she wasn't with it at first, you know what I mean? And eventually she was cajoled into opening her mouth and taking out her gum with them.
Like, wait a minute.
Exactly. She was like, all right. I mean, you do have a point. You did give me this nice car to sit in an alleyway next to some garbage cans. Sure, I was.
Not in the alleyway.
I just felt like, for me, it was just it was just gross. It just wasn't appealing. It wasn't like look at these young lovers, doing
Mm-mm.
this little fun necking in the car kind of thing. It was like a no, bitch. You see what it is? Like you know what time it is, and I don't like that, child.
It's just
I don't
always
give me no that's what time it is energy.
I'm trying to get to the big time. I want the big time. Like, oh girl. I felt like just like with Dolores, I didn't recognize it before, but I thought this was an extension. Her wants, like, we don't have nothing. We lived in this brownstone. We struggling. My mom's, had to work, take care of us all by herself. I don't want that. I want the big
Right.
time. I want to be kept. I want to be made. But in the process of that, we are willing, to drop a couple of our morals and deal
Right.
with people that we should not be dealing with. Because Levi ain't give a damn.
At all.
Levi did not care about her. Like, I don't know why in my memory I thought like, oh, they had a relationship and Satin came along and took Bogart and took. I was like, that's not what this was.
Yeah, but I do think. Well, no, it's really not what it was. I mean, you know what I mean? I think, sister was going along with it because she was climbing that ladder. You know what I mean? Like, sister, she was going to go with Levi because, all right, Levi maybe did have $20 in his pocket. Okay. He was balling out with this $20 bill. Okay. But when she got to, once he introduced her to Satin, Satin had
And
a little
Levi ain't say a damn thing. Even though he was trying to get to the big time via Satin. Like, if I get on his roster, give me, a little coin, then I can, finally have sister all to myself. Not that I care about it. I just like the way she look and I want some ass. Right. But I'm just saying, I can have all to myself. Right. But as soon as it's like, if you love me so much, if you know how this man is rocking and he is willing to punch a female in the gut and snatch the fur coat off of her back, don't leave me with this man.
But she knew what time it was too. But it wasn't like she was ignorant to what happened. Once the lady was there, and 30 seconds later she wasn't, and he had a coat. Like what
she was like, even before they could get out the dressing room door, he was like, "Yeah, it's just like you motherfucker, you just gonna just like, yeah, get yeah." Like, bye.
Yeah, exactly. And she was okay with it, and I guess like, thinking that she was the finest woman and the prettiest woman in Harlem, that that wouldn't happen to her. But she suffered a fate a little bit more worse than punched in the gut.
Oh gosh. Do you feel like anything happened? Because we don't get a lot of history on it, because you can clearly see that, we got 3 different daddies, right. Mary Alice. But you don't get any history on their fathers. Do you feel like maybe this was something she maybe witnessed in the home? Like, hey, I can tolerate a couple of punches to the face as long as he give me the big time.
I don't know. I mean, we could speculate anything. We could literally, say anything. That her daddy was a magician, and that's how she likes to say any damn thing, because we literally don't ever hear nothing about it.
God.
But again, they ain't had a budget for that. Tyra, girl, we ain't had the time.
I miss these kinds of movies.
Know that though, because when you're like, back in the days, if your mama got to get up at 3 to be to work for 5 and don't come home till 9. You raising yourself, you know what I mean? Like they don't have a parental figure. They were just supposed to do what they were supposed to do. Like, be here, do that, do this. When I get home, you need to be there, kind of thing. So we don't know what.
Yeah. Let me read some of these comments. Imitation of Life is another classic. Let's see. Yes, with all respect to Riri, the sisters' versions of the song was better. Let's see. Tyra, you dirty.
Okay.
Did she not end up in the casket? What?
Yeah,
this is a transition. This was the sister life cycle. What? Get out here. Giving up.
You cutthroat, girl.
It was like, what we finna skip over? I miss these movies. Like, we don't get movies like this because everybody wants to portray women. We love it as strong. Oh, all of that. But these are the type of movies that taught me what not to look for.
For real.
What to avoid, because we need more situations like this. I haven't, like, even though that's not something you want to see on the regular, I can't remember the last time I even saw a movie that had an element of domestic violence in it. Where that movie was, I ain't seen one, not at all. Let's see. The real lead character of the movie is Sister. Let's see. Hey, Tyra, if we want to request more than one movie, can we send one Cash App with all the titles and years? Absolutely. People do it all the time. I be feeling like, okay, put a little dent in there, like, yeah, I'm finna request all 4 of these movies. Now, of course, I do not review all 4 of them back to back. I do spread them out, but you absolutely can do that, pretty girl. Let's see. The announcer sure did announce them as sister and the sisters.
And her sisters.
I love because that announcer, check out the reviews. The announcer is the same announcer from, Bird and the Midnight Falcons. It's the same man from the 5 Heartbeats.
I don't trust him in this movie either. I don't know. He ain't do nothing, but I don't trust him.
You ain't do nothing, but you don't trust him.
I sure don't.
Let's see, my introduction when someone asks, how did you get your name? My mom loved this movie. Oh, Sparkle Sims. Oh. In the late 70s, starring Irene Cara. Saw it 20 times and decided to name me after it.
I love that.
So nice. That is so nice. Like, I would be extra as hell. Like, what's your name? Sparkle.
Okay. And I would be like, Sparkle every time.
Let's see, the mulatto girl complex, child. You couldn't tell sister that. But that's what she was giving. Like, she was getting so much praise. Even when we get into them once again with Sticks, did you see how sister went out there and showed them us stuff? Like, yes, we need sister. Okay. Sister is that draw. Even when we get the situation at the nightclub, we only get a chance just based off of sister. This is picture of this the ugly one. Like, yeah, y'all can come sing a little doo-wop, right. Pop. Let's see, you don't like that Harry Potter. She ain't like it. She ain't like it.
I like it, but now when Levi do it the way that he did it, because I ain't like that. It wasn't no consensual, cute little come here girl.
It was the open your mouth and him trying to force his hand and like,
yeah,
your desperate ass off of me. I see what's Oscar there in his trash can. Oh, sister looks like Snow White in that casket. Y'all really looking at that little? It's small in the corner. Let's see. Big Timer comes with heartaches and headaches, child, and fist, but. In the end, like how did you feel about the way that sister ended up? Did you prefer? Because a lot of people prefer that remake. Like, yeah, why did sister have to die? They needed to, take down somebody like Satin together or whatever, and her go to jail or whatever. At least she was still alive. I felt like this was like very realistic. People like to act like situations like this don't exist. This does happen like all the time, and I feel like we don't need to be, so hush hush about it.
I agree. She needed to die. I'm sorry. It just is cold and cutthroat, but that's a lot of times what happens when you attach yourself to people that's low down. That girl mama told her that she was going to get drugged down to the gutter. And that's exactly where she ended up. I feel like they was only together 3 weeks. I don't know. It just like he met her on a Monday, and by the following Monday she was
moving in.
And then 2 weeks after that was the funeral. And I'm like, listen, that's what happened, baby. That's how it works. It don't always work out. I just finished watching a TikTok about a girl who man was beating on her and she murdered him, and now she going to the jailhouse. And like, it's real. Like, stuff like that happens all the time. So I think it was very accurate.
I love that. I love that. And I really appreciate Lynette's voice here. And I thought she did a bang up ass job singing these songs and performing. Sister looks so alluring here. All the batting of the eyelashes. Like, she didn't have to overdo it like I felt like they did, with the overt kind of overt sexuality in the remake. It was just so effortlessly. It was like, yeah, I'm fine. And what? Like, you gonna introduce me to your friend or what? No, because he gonna hit you, girl. Run.
When she was singing "Giving Up Is Hard to Do,"
lighting
is always very striking to me in that, because you can hardly see her. You know what I mean? When she sing, you can barely see her face. You can see her mouth moving in some parts, and you can only see the microphone and like her bottom lip. You know what I mean? And it's like all her beauty and all the things that she valued so much is all gone.
Suck the life out of this lady.
Suck the life out of this girl. Now she's singing in a dusty ass club with nobody in there. And she, her voice is gone. You know,
gone. She's a drug addict. He took away every single thing. Like, it just shows you the power of what somebody can do. A man that you should. Why would you ever talk to a nigga named Sam? Anybody who tells you their name is after a fabric, like, hey, that's right up there with, hey, girl, my name's Silk. Get the hell away from me.
It's certain nicknames that you need to go and run away from, and that is one of them. Absolutely.
Oh, good. Hey, girl. Speaking of Silk, Satin Satan Struthers.
Oh, I don't even like his last name, Struthers. Oh, it sounds so sweet.
Oh, out of all the abusers that I have seen in movies, we know a couple of assholes in real life. This one sticks with me so heavy. like, I don't know if this was because just like you, when you're younger, I don't know, what we was raised at. It's like, yeah, come on, girls, come sit down. We finna watch What's Love Got to Do with It and
Right.
Sparkle.
Right.
But these were the things, that we were watching. And it was just like, men do this? Like, somebody will hit you? Like, because, I know a lot. I can't speak for, I try to parent different now. But when it comes to certain things, especially old school Black households, you don't talk about, things like domestic violence and what you could expect from certain men. So this was probably one of the first movies I was like, like the intensity behind those. And I love it here because everything is kind of done in shadows or kind of off screen. It's insinuated. Even sister's bruises, you kind of see her masking them, and you kind of like, it's not overt with it, but just even down there, that corner picture where he is punching her because she she didn't crawl. They sound so fucking thick and like hurt my whole it hurt. It hurt. How do you feel about Satin Struthers here?
So I thought that his character was really realistic. I mean, I feel like it's not a hard stretch to find a Satin Struthers in the street right the hell now. You know what I mean? It's a tale as old as time, unfortunately. And I feel like people will, that's some people do, they use money to get access, and their terrible ass tendencies tend to spill out because now they have access to abuse people however that looks to them. And I thought I did read that the actor who played Satin,
Tony King.
What's his name?
Tony King.
Baby could never get away from Satin. He played Satin so good.
I can understand why.
Everybody was always like, you can't be in this movie. You are a dope fiend. Like, you a dope killer. You an abuser. You can't be. And he never was he a Muslim now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he, you know what I mean? He just was like, I got to give up on my acting dreams. But
that's crazy. I saw that because I saw like he kind of got into maybe coaching and of course, being Muslim, stuff like that. And because I used to wonder like, why I never saw this man again. Like, he wasn't, the acting was good. It just, wasn't a good character. But that, like, for him to be stifled like that because he did so well at portraying an abuser is crazy.
Yeah. And I just, like I said, I really thought, like, when I first saw him, I was like, maybe he's like a hoodlum with a heart of gold. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe he just, you know what I'm saying? He had to deal dope to get his mom out the hood. And now he just, you know what I'm saying? And then when because I thought he was, I love a chocolate man. I love a chocolate man. Don't wear no light colored clothes on your chocolate skin because I'm gonna want to take you up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I was like, damn, so you really let me down, boy. Like, you're a trash person. Like, damn. But he just was so evil with it and just so quiet. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do a lot of hollering. He didn't do all that. Yeah, you know what I mean?
That's what I like, because people will put up that facade of an abuser being one thing, or if somebody's in most of the people who are abusive in that way, you don't know it because they mask it. The way that he, like, it's like what's understood don't have to be explained. He just saw sister and knew, like, oh, that's somebody I can do whatever. Like, he just felt it, and that's what abusers do. Like, they can just sense something. Like, that's a person.
They just prey on people.
Child, that was just crazy. And it was just so easy for him to infiltrate her life. And I just wanted to know some of sister's history. Like, girl, why did you think this was okay? Because then we got somebody like sister. Mostly, your sisters, they be on the same wavelength. You're raised in the same house. How did we get Dolores and how did we get sister? Just because sister wanted the big time, we had to get punched.
Yeah,
the big time.
And you know what? Maybe because, well, I don't know, child, and I don't know. And see, I'm looking at Mama Sparkle, thinking, you and your mess ass friend, I feel like y'all could have did a little bit more, to kind of curb that. Because when they were sitting in the club together, all at the table, watching sister and them perform, and Satin was mad because he had to share his table with her.
Clementine trying to make me mad in the chat. There's a new version coming with Beyonce and Zendaya.
No,
look
not.
Here.
Clementine, listen, no, it's not. It's not. I'm gonna just believe that is a lie straight from the pits of the internet. Hell.
Y'all already know how I feel about Beyonce Knowles and her acting. Don't come in here.
Why would Beyonce do that though? Beyonce is a good gagillionaire. Why would she want to go redo that? Who is she gonna be in the movie if they did
I'm
that.
imagining she's gonna be the mama. Who there's nobody else for her to play.
Beyonce is mother. She is not nobody mama. She can't be Zendaya mama.
I,
Clementine, don't do that,
you ain't
girl.
nobody's mama.
You disturbing people's spirit in here. You want to do that.
Y'all already know how I feel about Miss Love Her Down musically, but it's question. It's gonna give question, and I don't got time for the question-esque acting. Absolutely not. Don't do that. Don't do that. Let's see. Back
You
to The Color Purple.
do it.
I hated Danny Glover because of how well he played in the music. Hated Mr. Mister. Period. It's the same thing that goes with Danny Glover or Lawrence Fishburne. Some people, can get away from it and get into those other roles, but every now and again, when I see Danny Glover in a movie, I'll be like, "You low down."
And Coleman Domingo, who is gonna play Mister, I love him down. Okay, I love Coleman Domingo. I think he is so cool as a person and such a great actor.
I don't even want to see him like that.
It's gonna make me so mad to hate him so much because I know they're gonna make him a terrible Mister. Like I know they're gonna crank Mister up to 12.
And I just know his depiction of a father and If Beale Street Could Talk, I loved it. Like we gonna get the opposite of that. He gonna be evil.
I don't know.
Oh God.
Somebody that I don't know and don't give a shit about.
They gonna turn it up. He gonna be acting like he did in that Candyman remake.
He gonna do the job. He gonna understand his assignment.
How do you feel about Haley being the new Nettie? Since we there. Holly Bailey, Haley. I think it's Holly Bailey.
I don't know. I mean, I think the cast that is a little bit of a question mark because everybody else in the cast, I think, I'm with it all the way. That one I don't know because she just so
new.
Yeah, and she just so fresh. She give me that. You know what I mean? She just so
Disney princess.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
It's not given. I gotta go to school.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I'm sure that she's gonna do. But didn't somebody told me she was pregnant though?
Yeah, I heard about that. Until I see a stomach and a baby, I don't be believing nothing. I don't know. If she is, that's what it is. But she doesn't give. I just couldn't keep him off me. You don't give that. We stay here with you for a spell. Oh Lord, I'm gonna have a good time when that come out. Y'all be checking for that whole review.
It's gonna stress me out, Lord. I'm just thinking about it.
But yeah, what is the I think we already pretty much know what it is, but what is the moment where you were absolutely done with Satin Struthers?
I was done with him when he punched that lady in the hallway and then took her damn coat. It's cold outside, so you put her out.
How low down you gotta be? You an abuser and an Indian giver. How you gonna take the coat like you trifling cheap ass?
I was really disappointed in him. I really wanted him to be a thug with a heart of gold, man. Dang, that give out turkeys to the neighborhood, like that. He a low down scoundrel.
Low down, and we couldn't see him anymore after this because he was that low down. But I love this character because it told me growing up we gonna stay away. Anybody who's giving me Satin Struthers, I'm walking away immediately. Anybody walk up to you? Anybody who my name's Silk, my name's Satin. Any nigga roll up said his name polyester. Run away because he ain't no good. He's absolutely.
I remember somebody came up to me and was giving me that energy. His name was Wood. I was like, oh yeah. All right.
Look, I need you to have those lives you used to have where you was talking about your stance on dating and what was going on in your circle. I need them lives.
Girl.
Hilarious. L be roasting the shit out of people. Yes. Getting into Effie, do you feel like she should have done more as a mother? Because when we have real life scenarios like this, everybody's first thing. Now my sister couldn't be. Oh, I got cousins. I got my mama. Everybody just wait. I wish you would lay a hand on my sister. I lay her. Like, do you feel like she did everything she could do, or should she have done more to try to convince or save her daughter?
First of all, Mary Alice is beautiful. Look at her face. Yes, she is gorgeous. She was gorgeous here. She was gorgeous on a different world. She was gorgeous wherever she at. She was gorgeous. I love her. I think part of Effie
Wood, huh? Soldier Boy, huh? Wood.
would, you understand, was very proud about it. He had a mouthful of gold teeth and
He
two
said
slugs that
wood.
he had solids at the top and two slugs at the bottom, child.
Oh wow. He said
Ooh,
you pay your child support, huh? You and he was giving you that he was giving you that juvie.
and he was literally from the Magnolia. So you know, if you listening, what's up, my boy? I don't have no beef with you, but it just wasn't for me and you. But I think part of the issue with Effie was one, Effie was tied. Okay, Effie was tied. Effie had very little to give to her children. I feel like Effie felt very limited into how much she could offer and give to her children. And I feel like once she said her piece to sister, that was all she could give to her. They have a lot of mothers that are like that. I told your ass. If you don't listen, that's on you, my baby. Like I don't know what you want me to do for you because I done told you it's your choice.
As a mother, L, like I got a daughter, like I would have.
That's not me. I just know they got buku people like that. Cause
I
see,
would have
me
had to
at
roll the
times,
fuck up on him, like
no, every single time I'm gonna pull a kick door and lay down on the floor. That's a
out
Bible.
the house, like
That's a Bible verse. I'm not playing with these.
because I was all here for. I love the fact that Satin didn't have to like. He even say them but like, "Hello, nice to meet you." She's like, "I know exactly. Like, I know a rat when I see one. I've lived here all my life. I know exactly the type of dude that he is. Like, you need to, he's gonna drag you down to the gutter. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like very dignified. Well, I said my piece. I'm going home. I was like, oh, I just wanted somebody to like put an elbow on Satin and just
I know.
just
But even still though, we all have had that friend, or we might have been that friend that was in a bad relationship or a bad situation, and people kept telling us, but we didn't do nothing until we was ready to leave, like until we got good and ready. Nah, I wish it was Tiger Woods, child. That wood was scary. But like she probably knew because sister was very headstrong.
Yeah.
Sister was smart at the mouth. She was fresh, like the old people used to say.
Water said she was busting at the seams.
Okay. And so, she might have known that she could tell sister till she was blue in the face, but sister wasn't gonna listen until she wanted to, and it was too late for her.
Damn. I hate that. I'm not that friend. I can't sit around and watch you go back to the same man, the same. I just can't. I can't. I'm Dolores. I'm getting the hell out of Dodge because I just can't. I just absolutely can't. But I could see where she was coming from, and she was riding for sticks so heavy. Like I said in my live, he's a good man, Savannah. Mm-hmm. No matter what Sticks did, she's like, I ain't seen Sticks in a while. She's like, but Mama, he left me, and the only reason he came back is because he wanted me to sing. But he was just being a man. Like this is a very, very 70s. That whole he was just doing what a man has to do. Like he's a good man, Savannah. Yeah. Just go. Like it was very. This movie is very much so a product of its time because like what you're not gonna do is roll up directly after my sister's funeral and tell me that I need to sing into a microphone. Stick out here. Okay.
I still got to pay the people at the funeral home. We ain't finished paying for this. This is fresh for me. So don't tell me to sing into the microphone. I definitely would have got mad at that.
Getting into my favorite character.
My girl.
Dolores was so slept on. Yeah. It shouldn't have took for me to get to this age to watch this now to be like, oh, Dolores she knew what was up. Like the movie doesn't depict Dolores to be the smartest, the sister, the one who is righteous in her own mind in her own way. They kind of present her as the problematic one. She's the one like cooking and cleaning, washing their drawers and shit. Like I'm tired of you being a maid, mom. But it was like from a place of hurt. Like you work so hard. This family doesn't care. Why do we have to struggle? Why do you have to be a maid? We are better than this. And just the progression of Dolores' character. I absolutely loved it. I felt like she was so unsung here. This was the real sparkle.
Yeah, and you know what? Even when I was younger, Dolores taught me that the phrase "use what you got to get what you want." She was living by that shit for real. She ain't want to have nothing to do with that old sleazy, secondhand, second-rate food that she had to, give her a little coin purse
Smart,
away.
absolutely
She
smart.
was
If
doing what
you
she had to do. You know what I mean?
rocking with satin, child, what you gonna do for me? Get the hell away from me. But if it's to help my sister, I mean, I lay down with your ass. If I
Exactly.
know I'm trying to help my sister and drop a dime. Of course, you
Now,
know the
what I
plan is
will say
to go.
is this though. I have always had a real problem with Dolores because in that sleazy motel, she left out of there to use that phone and she ain't put no shoes on. She left that hotel room, put that coat on, and walked down them dirty ass stairs with them cigarette butts and paper and toilet tissue in her bare feet. And
Piss
I
in the
was
hallway.
like, I'm questioning you. Like I was riding with you, but you don't have no shoes on.
You trying to get to the phone.
I get that, but girl, like it's certain stuff I got to I can't do. I got to prepare myself for that. She could have put a little something in her purse or something, child, because that was nasty.
Oh Lord, I like the fact that because I never noticed until watching it recently with how close Sister and Sparkle was. It kind of at times felt like two against one. She didn't feel like she was into the fold as much because she didn't admire Sister as much. Like, I don't enjoy you, but you don't have to straighten your hair. You don't have to lay down with the likes of Seth. You gonna let this nigga kill you? Like, you don't have to deal with any of this. Like, you over here, on the booger sugar. This is not a good look. Like, I'm trying to help you in any way I can and talk some sense into you until I'm blue in the face until I absolutely can't anymore. But the movie just depicts it as, mama, I gotta leave. It's just like, oh, she's the sister who kind of ran out on her family and, left everybody hanging. And then we never see her again. It always pissed me off that she didn't come to the funeral. We didn't see her at Sparkle's show. She's just, written off as that sister that left.
Yeah. She was like Judy from Family Matters, child. She went up them stairs and they
never came back down them damn stairs.
I was like, y'all did the Lord.
She came back down. Everybody else came. She never brought her ass back down them steps.
Right. And I didn't. And I guess now knowing it was like a shoestring budget and that whole thing, and I don't know. I would love to have the behind the scenes DVD footage of what the hell happened to
what happened to Dolores. Where did she go?
Because they left my girl hanging.
I did like that about the remake that we gave Dolores. Like, we kind of we fleshed out her story so much, so it wasn't just leaving. It was like it's because she speaks here about education and the world is changing. We have more opportunities as Black people now than for me to just sit here and deal with maybe hopefully getting him. He's a good man, Savannah, to get me out of my damn circumstances, or do domestic work. But they worked on it. We needed justice for Dolores.
And I'm glad because I love Tika Sumter, and I'm glad they gave her something to chew on. Like, I would have been pissed if they would have did this Dolores to that Dolores with Tika playing that part. That would have made me mad, child. But I appreciate what they did for her in the remake rather than this one, child. Because
so I said I just watched the behind the scene videos on Family Matters today. Yes, baby. You need help.
Judy okay?
Judy, Judy had, I think her name was Jamie Kennedy. She got out there in the streets and was, doing them pornographies.
She was doing them adult things.
Okay, the Wi-Fi is back on, baby. Here you go. They don't need to see you. Don't be trying to put your afro in the camera. Go on. Like, oh yeah, get your butt out of here. Let's see. Like I said, in the premiere, Dolores went on and got that college education and became an activist. Yeah, I could see her. The afro. They did her justice in the remake. Yeah. Let's see. Blood ain't thicker than water. Dolores said, "Peace out." Disrespectfully, I gotta put me first, Lucius. I gotta put me first. I got, like, what is the sense of all blessings to Sparkle, but she pretty much stood around and assisted in the process of her sister killing herself. Like, I can't be here to watch that. She should have came on down to the funeral, but I don't want to see that.
I would have loved to see a scene with Dolores telling Sparkle about herself.
Yeah, nobody said anything. Nobody told Sparkle about herself at all. It was just like I said, it was more of her. She seemed to have the closer bond with the mother out of anybody, taking off her shoes. Mama, how was your day? And then, it was more of that. Sparkle was giving off, I'm the favorite.
Right.
I'm the baby and I'm the favorite. Let's see. The remake did her better. Absolutely. Getting into Levi and Sticks. Anything that you, think about these young men, anything positive as far as Sticks I can give. He was ambitious and he had a dream and he was trying to do anything to make that dream come true. Levi, I have nothing for Levi. I have absolutely him, fawning over sister's picture and what could have been, and oh my gosh, she died from behind the jail cell, and yeah, you didn't think enough about me when I was alive to even try to intervene. Like, I say that with a grain of salt because I know it's only so much you can do. If somebody wants to be with someone, then that's just what it is. But the fact that I was like, yo, these are men. This is a different era. I think we're from a different time. I just expect for man to be man because I know way back when I used to holler like hell when Sticks kicked. I ain't drop a dime on your ass, but I should. When he kicked Satin's ass and in the alley, I used to be like, yeah. And then I was like, this ain't got nothing to do with Sparkle. This ain't got nothing to do with sister. This is just, oh, he attacked me and I'm fighting him back.
Right.
And then we cut to Sticks just being absolutely mad as hell. Like, why is she not here? She should have been here. Like, not mind you, sister is abused. She is a junkie at this point. Like, why she ain't here to sing these damn songs? That's all I needed her to be here to do.
Right.
Never cared about her. And the way that he was treating sister, I was like, I mean, did you really love Sparkle? I don't know. How you feel about these men here?
I think so. Levi, I hope he in the jail right now. I hope he's still in the jail right now, like as we speak. Okay. I ain't got nothing for him. I look at that tie. Why is the tie so close to his damn chin in that top corner up there? Why is it look like that? I don't like
it. Trying to give off Satin Struthers energy. He wanted to be Satin.
I ain't got it for Levi, child. I just don't have it for him. Okay. The only time he might have been okay was when they was in the club singing Jump. That was the last time he was okay. But Sticks, I think he's complicated because 1, he's very ambitious. 2, he was trying to get up out that hood. 3, he saw an avenue to do that, and he knew he could be successful with that avenue. Granted, he was a user. Yes, he was now.
Absolutely.
But I do think, again, it's complicated because I do think he's a user who loves the person that he's using. If that makes sense. You know what I mean? And yeah, you know what I mean? I do think he loved Sparkle. But I do think that love was clouded a bit by his ambition. But Sticks is a hustler, which I can definitely appreciate. He was a hard worker.
Sticks says, like, sister is dead, but you don't have to bury yourself with your sister. I was like, it's too soon. it's too soon.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I still got my clothes on still. I ain't got my repast clothes on. Let me change first. You talking about what I need to do? Relax, sir. Ooh. Relax a little bit. But I think he's complicated for sure. But not listen. I'm reading the comments. Somebody say Levi dead by now. I hope so. I hope he did, child.
If you say something else about him being Russell Wilson,
I don't see it.
Oh Lord,
see it. You talking about Philip?
Philip Michael Thomas.
Is it the hair?
Sticks is bold. Sticks is bold as hell. Like that madness when he going in on that piano because we couldn't transfer our thick madam into an addition to the sisters and the sisters. Like this the club ain't working.
But I don't understand why he ain't kill Satin. I be wanting people to die, child. If you're a bad guy in a movie, you got to go and meet your maker. Why he was getting Satin together? Why he ain't stab him in the ribs or something?
Because he ain't really have no plex for Satin. It was just like, oh, you dropped the dime. Levi's arrested. Like we're fighting over this, but just that manly man, like nigga, I'm finna take you out just for the type of dude that you are. You out here putting your hands on women. I just need to kill your ass. Like it's just he wasn't on that type of energy. It was like, nah. I just need to get out of here and, go live my best life and do some construction work and save my money and come back because this ain't where it's at.
And eat a turkey sandwich with my shirt off. So all the ladies, my glistening chest hair, okay?
He was giving you that Jason's lyric Alan Payne chest hair.
Exactly. Girl, you better know it. You better know it. That's exactly what it was giving.
Okay. Did you have any heartfelt moments about Levi accidentally being arrested? Did you care about? Okay, good. We on the same page. We are on the same page. In the end, do you feel like Sticks was, gratified to, I guess, pretty much want sister to keep singing and, pushing her for that? And how did you feel about us getting directly into organized crime out of nowhere and the mafia putting a hold on Sticks trying to get a piece of Sparkle?
Child, I ain't get it. I was confused by that part. Like the Jewish mob part or the Italian mob part.
Yes.
I didn't get that part. Like I see, the people say that you made some good money and we want to work with you again. And now you're gonna do. how did he get out the car? Ain't nobody never tell me that. And I just don't, I don't like that. Like, don't leave no loose ends hanging. That's a big ass loose end for me. How you wiped your face off? What you wiped your face off with? Because you were sweating down.
That smirk, that little admiration smirk when they're like doing the Russian roulette in the car and Sticks is still saying no, and he just kind of gives confirmation like, did he kill? Did he kill? Did he give in? It's just like,
Right.
no, he's still saying no. It's just like, you know what? I respect that. Let him make it. Let him go. I was like, that's it.
Okay. All right, then.
Where they do that at?
All right, like that didn't make no sense to me. But I did like the scene with them too, looking into their heart with a positive mind. You know what I mean?
Take some inventory of your woman and your glory. Leave the
That's
back.
all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Okay, that was my jam. I was like, because that was I was feeling it. I was like, oh, they were swaying together. I was like, oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet.
Did you think that she should have went back to Sticks?
I mean, in the 70s, that's what you're gonna do, child. I mean,
he's a good man, Savannah. We ain't no good man behind in the 60s and the 70s. Now.
60s and 70s, you're not about to be single, girl. You're not about to choose to be on your own. Of course, you're gonna go back to Sticks. Now in the 2023, hell no, girl. You better go get you a condo and do your thing and get you a Instagram and a TikTok.
The little black exploitation people, they ate this up. The whole thing. She's like, I thought I was gonna die. I thought I was gonna die without you. She was like, girl, that was like, what? Let me find that Sticks had the wood.
Okay, they was messing for real up on that roof, child.
I made it through the second Sticks. I made it through the days, and they kind of do have us have her come into her own. But I wish that it wasn't so much Effie telling her, go to the studio, girl, go sing for Sticks. You should sing, Sparkle. You have a beautiful voice. It still kind of felt like in the end it wasn't her own choice. She had to be coasted yet again to get out there in the front. Even though in the end she got out there in her mermaid cut dress and did what needed to be done, and she gave a little shoulder like Sparkle. It was like Sparkle mixed with a little sister.
Took it right back. Now, see, I did when she got to Carnegie Hall and she was doing her thing. I just kept thinking like they gonna take advantage of Sparkle because she's so sweet.
So sweet.
They're gonna be like, Sparkle, girl, here, sign this. This is a contract that'll let you just live your life for the rest of your life. Some shit. And then she was gonna sign away her whole life.
Sparkle, one of them, downtrodden stories, where behind the music, where it all started with Sticks. Her husband was her manager. He took all of her
song, child. It's gonna be a terrible unsung. We're gonna be mad at Sticks.
Oh Lord. Terrible, like medium terrible, or the DeBarge family terrible.
Oh, child, wait. Oh,
the Clark sisters terrible, or like
that's so standard for terrible. This the DeBarge story, Lord. They need to make. Are they gonna do the movie with that? I feel like I heard that they were gonna do something.
They did a movie for Bobby DeBarge that was
Oh no, I meant the whole.
Oh, I was gonna say if that's what you was waiting on.
All of them, because I think I heard I ain't see the Bobby them one.
You see that?
I ain't think so.
It's worse than the Aaliyah biopic. It's terrible.
That's terrible. If that's what you comparing it to, oh Lord.
They should. I would actually be here for that. Like that family has so much to, and I feel like they have so much out in the open that. Even though we kind of know what's just to see it depicted on screen, it'll be a lot. Because I have so many questions for their mama, but that's neither here nor there. I would absolutely love to see that, but they just want to remake shit now and not give us anything new.
Right.
Any final thoughts for Sparkle?
Yes, the costumes, 2 snaps and a twist, because even when sister was leaving out. When she was, packing her bags up and leaving her mom in them house, and she had them tight ass leopard pants on.
It was giving. I got chills. They're multiplying, and I'm losing control. It was
exactly. She was giving me like, I'm out here. I'm like, and then the costumes. I just really love them. They were very, very appropriate. Like the colors that they would, using, and the hair. You know what I mean? Like look at Dolores' little two swoop that they do. She got
natural hair. There was no wig in sight here.
I would say it's the details, baby, that I appreciate. But I really appreciate this movie and how much it has stood the test of time. This is something, I watched this with my mama. And if I had daughters, I would watch it with my daughter. I'm gonna force my children
Oh, child, because
to
you know
watch.
now they be like, don't nobody want to watch our
No,
old ass
see
movies.
this? Why they was that?
Actually, she ain't had no money, but you know drug addicts be broke, because she spending all the money she did have to supply her habits, so she needed to borrow some for sister. She ain't have none.
Just gonna get sister, just Sparkle just gonna be arrested. Then we're trying to get drugs for sister, and then sister was who
Oh.
gonna get the drugs? It could have been bad. It could have been all bad.
See, it took Sister dying for Sparkle to come into her own. She was always hiding behind Sister. Absolutely.
Definitely.
It went from Sister to her kind of hiding. You know, Sticks, you can do anything. You put your mind. You too, Levi and Sister, but you know, I can't do nothing because I'm just Sparkle.
Right.
Sticks reminds me of Sam Cooke.
That's something they need. That's a movie they need to do.
Yeah, Sam Cooke, freaking, it's so many people need a movie, like a biopic. They be sticking to we get the same biopic about the same 3 people every year.
Yeah.
Let's see which movie had the better costume, Sparkle or Dreamgirls. There's so much more costumish to be had in Dreamgirls. So
I was about to say, yeah, Dreamgirls had a budget. Sparkle budget. They had to make Sparkle with $52 and a whole bunch of stuff. They had no budget. Sparkle was a multi-million-dollar movie, so the costumes in Sparkle were, Dreamgirls were amazing.
And see, I make everyone who know me watch it if they haven't. Like you know each other, you gotta watch it. It's a part. This is like one of them kind of like you ain't seen Sparkle, like give me your black card. Right. Nobody trying to watch the DeBarge family horror movie. Hey, who's nobody?
I'm gonna watch it all day.
I'm gonna watch it hard
all day.
Cause the talent that was in their family, like you just knew they was gonna be the next Jacksons, and child, that shit crashed and burned.
And then the daddy died. I wish he would have just held on at least.
Oh Lord! Then they were all around him. It's just so much. But I completely appreciate this movie. I miss like movies like this with certain like heavy subject matter that we don't get movies like this. Every single movie is an action film, a Marvel situation. And if we lucky, we get some sci-fi somewhere. Or, right. Horror is always going to horror. But these type of movies, we don't get none of this. And this is low-key in the area of also a coming-of-age movie. We don't get coming-of-age situations. Where these movies at, El?
I don't know, man. I was just talking to somebody about that. They don't have, like, teen movies. You know what I mean? Like, tween, teen movies. We got to keep watching the ones from when we were younger. I'm like, what the new people say? They don't have nothing for the
I just watched the third house party yesterday. It's absolutely it's no nothing.
Okay?
Hey, I love that when Bernie Mac was there. He was hilarious. I mean, you got, when stuff come on and you just be like, oh, it's on, so I'm gonna watch it. It just was on. But the OG is always the original house party. But yeah, we don't have any more any movies that you can learn, like give you any values or sense of which you shouldn't look to get any values or sense of self or just any perspective from movies. But a lot of the times, depending on who your parent may be, who you're surrounded with, you get a little knowledge from these movies, and this is one of the movies that did this for me. So I need them to pull up. I'm not saying remake Sparkle, because if I see another post, they're like remake another Sparkle with they want to put Zendaya and everything. Zendaya as sister and Kiki Palmer as Dolores, and I'm like, what? No, leave these damn movies alone. But I am gonna go ahead and take this off. You have been amazing, Elle. You have been absolutely amazing. I am going to give you this screen here and let you tell these lovely people where to find you and where to come and check out your channel and all that good stuff.
Oh, well, hello everyone. Watch with me. LB is the name of my channel. Of course, I am LB. I am going to start. I think I found my next thing is going to be Shelter on Prime. And I'm enjoying that one. And I got a few things on my chest I might have to say. But that is my channel. If you haven't, please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get to as close to 10,000 subscribers as I can before the end of the year. That is my goal that I've set for myself. But if you like fun, fresh, and funny reviews and rants and recaps, my channel is a place to be. Thank you so much, Tyra, for having me on your channel. This was a blast. I love this movie, and it's meant so much to me and my family. We quote it all the time. So to have a chance to talk with somebody outside of my family about it, it's making me smile. But if you haven't, please subscribe to my channel, y'all, and come check me out.
Get your ass over there. Y'all know how I get passionate with my guests about y'all going over there. Like, absolutely get over there. I am all with you with your 10K before the year is out. You guys know, if you're not aware, I am trying to hit 30K before the year is out. We just hit 22K yesterday, so we are gradually moving there. Keep on tracking, baby. We going so slow. It's so slow. Get the molasses out your asses and just get over there. Y'all just be going a little slow, but we're doing what we need to do, and I am just so thankful for that. I am so thankful for Elle coming over here to join me. This was so female, and I loved it. There was no man here.
None. We love to see it, okay?
That's all in the chat. I love y'all. But so many times, Elle and I don't know if you've collaborated on anybody else's channel who was a female. Have you? If so, I haven't seen it.
I haven't.
I knew it. I had felt it in my spirit. So I am really glad to be the first person. I hope that you come on the channel again. I promise next time I'm gonna remember to send the little thing where I guess you could share it with your channel now and we can stream at the same time. I'm still working on it, y'all.
Still working out, y'all. I probably would mess that up anyway, but I got it. Y'all. If you send it, I'm gonna try to figure it out.
But like anything coming up on your channel this week that you want people to know about?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get. I'm finishing up the first 4. I'm on episode 4 of Shelter on Prime. It's a Harlan Corbin show, and I really enjoy his shows that I've seen before. It kind of gives me that teen, not really coming of age, like mystery kind of, who done it kind of vibe, which I'm here for because I like to be confused. This show confusing the shit out of me, and I enjoy it. I enjoy that. I don't know who is doing what, and I don't trust nobody. It's fun. So I think
like I'm gonna a Pretty Little Liars type situation.
It's giving me, a little bit. I'm kind of feeling like, girl. But I'm feeling that, and I'm gonna try to do that on the channel. What's today? Thursday, maybe Sunday. I might have something up, so y'all checking out for that. That'll be coming up pretty soon.
All right, you guys, my channel. God, it's always so much. I am trying desperately. I'm gonna have to reshoot my video for the Mac, and it's pissing me off because once I do something, I'll be done with it. But YouTube trying to block me and my, my pimp hand and me being a prostitute out here in these YouTube streets. I guess I went a little too ham with my intro and some other moments in the video, and it was very, very pimpalicious. So they want me to sit down, so I got to redo that one. But in the process of redoing that one, I need to also review Dolores Roach. They have given me a hard time with that one also. I need to discuss that show. And this Saturday, I will be doing the same thing like I just done here with this lovely woman, Elle, with Brandon Keith Avery. We will be having a full circle moment of he was the very first channel that I ever went on, the very first person to ever send me an invitation to just really reach out. So the fact that I can have him on here now is great. And we are going to be talking about bad boys. We are going to be bad boys, what you gonna do? We're going to be doing that. So please be on the lookout for that, as well as Dolores Roach. I will get the Mac out as soon as I tell you that my video was pimping. I need to get my I was my pimp hand was strong as shit. But it's all right. They want me to be great.
I'm hating on you.
But you guys remember to go and subscribe to Elle's channel if you like what she had to say. Please share this video if you care to. Please drop down and like. I know you guys love to leave comments in the live and all that good stuff, but be sure to leave one at the bottom because that helps.
Make sure y'all like this thing too.
Yeah, all of that. So y'all can run it up so we can get more people in here next time. But I appreciate you guys so much for supporting and watching. Please go and subscribe to Elle. We will definitely see you guys again, right, Elle?
Yes, we will.
All right, we see you guys next time. Goodbye.
My